This is a video no one has asked for, a day in my life, everything I do from when I wake up to when I go to bed, everything that is related to photography, that is. It is 5 in the morning. I usually get up around 6, but today before going out to shoot, I wanted to get some work done. I also want to create the habit of waking up earlier, 4:30 to 5, so we'll see if I can achieve that. First thing I do every day, no matter what, no matter where I am, is to have my cup of coffee, a bunch of water, 1 liter, 32 ounces. I drink the whole thing as soon as I get up. Okay, this is very important for my productivity. Every morning I schedule the content for that day in all the social networks where I share my images and blog posts and everything. I do not open the apps. I'll be talking about how to be more productive with social media in a different video. This is just a little teaser, I guess. Alright, so it's just before 7. I've published a post on my blog. I've scheduled the rest of the things for the day. I've even started editing this video. I finished a few things that I had left from the previous one, and I've even done a few push-ups, and no, there is no footage of that. These are just little things, but getting them done before sunrise really makes me feel better about myself and really makes me more productive for the rest of the day. Now I'm just taking a walk. I like to take a walk around here and watch the sunrise. I always, no exceptions, bring a camera with me on these walks. It's usually the little one, the little Sony, but today, as you can see around here, it's a little bit moody and foggy, so I'm just bringing my whole backpack just in case. I'm also shooting with the Holga just because, why not? Alright, what a beautiful morning this is. This is the second time, only the second time this summer that is this foggy at this place, and I was lucky enough to be out here making beautiful images, and I quote lucky because the only reason I was able to make those images is because I was awake. Another good reason to wake up early. Anyway, I've been shooting with the Holga. I finished the roll. I wish I had brought more with me, but I've been taking a bunch of photos with my digital cameras as well, so I should be good. What a beautiful, beautiful morning. Alright, so I'm back home. All this fog is very fitting with today's topic, with the topic of this video, because every morning when I wake up I like to plan my day roughly so I have an idea of what my day will look like, something like this. But as an outdoor photographer, my days usually end up looking something like this. And that is exactly what happened today. I was not expecting fog this morning at all. I was not expecting the fog to last this long. So I'm just getting ready to jump in the car and drive around town and look for images around here. All right. So I got my coffee to go, iced coffee. That's what I drink in the summer. I love this stuff. I also got some extra memory cards for the Holga. I'm gonna load one now so the camera is ready to go. Talking about being ready to go, I've mentioned this 1,000 times in this channel, but I always have my camera, my digital camera out and ready with the zoom lens, so I'm able to pull over if I need to. If I see something that I like, I can stop somewhere safe, of course, and make the image. I don't own a car in the US anymore. We sold the Jeep last year, but Rachel's parents are very nice and they let me use any of their cars if I need to. So I came to this part of town because it has more open spaces and it has cool things like the water tower there. So those are cool subjects to photograph in the fog. Conditions are incredible. I use weather apps to predict the fog, or try to. I always keep an eye on those apps, and last night they were not telling me about this fog, but I'm not gonna complain. The plan was actually to drive to Lake Michigan this morning, but I don't know if that's still gonna happen because I believe I have way better chances to make good images here with this beautiful fog. I usually plan my trips a little bit. The drive to Lake Michigan is an hour and a half, and I don't want to waste my time or money on gas. So I usually have at least a couple of spots in mind and a rough plan about what I'm gonna do. I didn't have any plans this time. I think I'm just gonna stay for now here and see how long this fog is gonna last. We are at the mercy of the weather, and the weather is telling me to stay right here, right now. Okay, so I'm back home. The fog is not as dense as it was this morning. It looks more like an overcast day, and I just came home to unload all my pictures and videos from my cameras, just in case something happens later today. That for the Holga means to just leave the roll here. So all the photos I took this morning are safe, and by safe I mean I copied them to Lightroom, which uploaded them to the cloud, and I also uploaded them to Google Photos. I have at least 3 copies of those photos. I copied all the videos, all the footage that I took this morning into the computer and also into this external hard drive, and later today or maybe tomorrow or whenever I will upload all that footage to Google Photos as well. I'm gonna drive to Lake Michigan as I originally had planned because it's still 9 in the morning and I have the whole day ahead of me. Leaving for Lake Michigan now. As you can see, I fixed my hair. Some people complain about my hair in some of my previous videos, so I hope they are happy now.
Northwest.
turning around, I just made it to Lake Michigan. I made it to the Indiana Dunes, of course. I thought that the whole thing was a national park now, but it looks like the specific spot where I tried to go is still a state park, and I can't get in with my national park card. I'm just gonna go to the spots that belong to the national park so I can go for free. I have no plans. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing here. I actually had to force myself a little bit to come here. I feel like I've been making a lot of excuses lately. It's summer, it's hot, it's bright, but I believe that there is always an image to be made. That's why I'm here. That's what I'm here for. Sometimes I have to force myself a little bit to get out, but I know that I'm gonna have a very fun time here, no matter the weather and no matter what. All right, here we are. I don't want to complain, I really don't, but it's too hot. I'm sweating so much. I'm gonna get ready to record a video now. It's gonna be a how-to. It's about how to use a tripod. You've probably seen this video already, or maybe it's gonna be the next one. I don't know when I'm gonna post this video or that one, but yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing now. It's part of my day, it's part of my photography workflow. I record videos while I'm out here, so that's what I wanted to show you today. Hello everyone from beautiful Lake Michigan, Indiana. Today I want to share. Okay, I just finished recording the video. It only took me half an hour for a video that might be 5 to 6 minutes long. I have to repeat myself a lot. Now I'm gonna walk that way. I'm gonna try to go to the end of the beach because I think there is a channel or river there, so maybe there are some good spots to take good photos of the power station, and maybe I'll be making a long exposure of the lighthouse in Michigan City from here. It kind of looks cool. We'll see. That seagull is trying to eat a fish. Can I take it? This is very disappointing because there is no way I can climb that safely. There is this little path here, but it's pure mud, and I don't want to get that dirty for probably not even an image. Alright, so the first composition was lovely. I really like it from the low angle, but now I'm trying the opposite with the tripod all the way extended. I can't really decide which one is best. I like both, so I'm just gonna delay that decision until I back home. There is nothing wrong with that. This is not spraying and praying. This is just making sure that you get the composition that you want. Talking about that, you see, you don't get a prize if you get it right the first time. You can shoot it again 2 or 3 times. The great masters of photography shot their compositions many times until they got it right. So why don't you? Yeah, I kind of like this spot, and as I said earlier, I knew I would have fun. You just have to force yourself a little bit sometimes. I'm trying this one too, but I'm more than ready to go. I'm super thirsty. It's really hot and I'm tired. And I still have some ways to go. So yeah, last composition here. gosh. Finally back. I need to catch my breath. Just finished another roll and the Holga. Gonna take it out of there and load a new one. Alright, second of the day. Another one. This is the worst part about shooting film, all the waste that you create, all the box, the film itself, the backing paper, and everything. This I don't know what these are called, but it's a piece of plastic that is gonna go to the trash or recycling. But I mean, it's still a waste. And of course, all the chemicals and the water that you use to develop in rolls too. That's something I've been thinking about lately. Something I don't feel that good about anymore. And I know, I'm aware of just driving here, the almost 2 hours plus the 2 hours back. It's worse for the environment than shooting film. But this is something that I do on top of driving. If I was shooting digital, that could not happen. So yeah. It's 3 p.m. now. My new video is going live now. It was already scheduled that way. This is one of the very few times where I open Instagram. This is to share that video, the link in my stories. The stories is something that you can't schedule, at least as far as I know. The LT is not very good here, but alright, so it's finally uploaded. The story is live, and also my photo. I post a new photo every day at 3 p.m. too. If you remember, I scheduled it this morning. It was ready to go there, so even if I didn't open the app, that will happen anyway. And at the same time, it's being published on Twitter and Facebook, and I don't have to do anything. I'm free to actually shoot and make more images to share. Hello, can I have a grande iced coffee? That's it, yeah. Cool, thank you. I try to avoid it as much as I can, but I really need a coffee right now. Thank you.
Have a nice day.
You too. So earlier on my way to grab the coffee, I missed an intersection and I got a little bit lost, and then I ran into this place that I had never seen before. It's a little pond. There is a nice parking lot, a nice walk around the pond, and I thought, why not? Let's check it out and see what it's about. But before we go to the pond, you might have realized that I haven't mentioned food today, and that's because I haven't had any food today besides coffee and water. You see, for the last few months I've been experimenting with my body and my lifestyle, eating habits, exercising, and all that kind of stuff to find the balance that works for me. And one of the things that it really works, actually, is being one of the best things I've ever done. I do intermittent fasting. I fast every other day. I fast for 20 hours. I use an app to track that. It's called Zero, and I just reached my 20 hours. That means that the last food I had yesterday was at 7:43 p.m. It is now 3:43 p.m. so it's been 20 hours. It's time for me to break my fast. I've brought some snacks with me. It's just a little snack, just a few walnuts, a little bit of cheese, and a boiled egg, because after a while without food in the stomach, it's a little bit sensitive and you want to start small. Then once I get home, I'm gonna make a huge, and I really mean it, a huge salad with tons of greens, tomatoes, onions, cheese, some fish, maybe some meat. I'm gonna have a lot of food later, but I want to start small. I'm gonna have this food now, and then I'll check out the pond. So I'm expecting birds and that kind of wildlife here on this pond. So I left the whole guy in the car. I don't think I'm gonna use that camera here. I'm bringing instead the A6000 with the telephoto lens. Hopefully this works better here. So these fences are not real. They are made of plastic. I'm afraid I could break them, so I'm not gonna try to climb in there. All these weeds in front, they're not letting me capture the birds the way I wanted to. I think I found a great spot to capture those birds. And just when I was about to give up, that bird landed here just in front of me, so I was able to get some, I think, cool shots. I like that the reflection here is pretty strong. The water looks white, in black and white, and the bird is not a white bird that the other ones, like the other ones, is a darker bird. So I think that goes pretty well. It creates a lot of contrast. You can call me lucky if you want. I was a little bit of luck that the right bird decided to land just in front of me. But I do believe that the patience and the hard work pays off sometimes. I saw this place from the road, decided to come here. I brought the right camera with the right lens, and I waited here until something happened. Granted, I was about to leave, but it finally happened. Talking about patience, these birds, man, they've been waiting. There are 8 birds that I can see, and they've been still for the last 20 to 25 minutes, and I haven't seen one catching anything yet. I was hoping for my bird to catch something, but I think I'm gonna leave because this might take the whole day. I'm calling it a day. It's 5 p.m. I still have a 2-hour drive back home. I still have to work out for 45 minutes. I work out at home, and then I have to make my dinner, and then it's time to relax and read a little bit before going to bed and get ready for yet another day. This was an example of a day in my life when I go somewhere to photograph. As you can see, it's very chaotic. I never know what's gonna happen. This morning, I didn't know what I was going to do. I ended up having a beautiful morning at the lake, and then I came here to Lake Michigan, where I hope I made a cool long exposure. Then I found this place by chance, where I think I made at least one cool image of that bird. Also, I'm hoping some of the images I took with the Holga will work. There's always something unexpected, which makes it very fun. This was part 1. There will be a second part that I'm hoping to make tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm planning on working on all the material that I created today. I'm gonna edit this video. I'm gonna edit the other one that I recorded at Lake Michigan. I'm gonna be working on the photos that I took today. I'm gonna develop the 2 rolls of film that I shot with the Holga. All of that is gonna happen tomorrow. Maybe. Remember the big question mark I showed you this morning? You never know what's gonna happen tomorrow. I might wake up and find heavy fog again. In that case, I'm out taking photos again, so who knows. But for today, this has been enough. I think it's gonna be a very long video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one. This is a deep Amish country, and you won't see many cars around here. I think it's kind of neat. $26 for today. I guess it's not too bad.